Alright, yeah, we're back. See, I seem to have... I am, Oh, well, um... I am, um... Alright, just make sure, um, everything's alright. Yep, alright. So, last time, we've been trying to figure out how to get that second ending. All I know is that, the rot consumes. Or at least the rot is involved in it. So yeah, that's gonna be really interesting to find out. But yeah, turns out, like, I was just browsing one day, um, and, like, thank God there are a bunch of guides for this, like, but it seems like all you have to do is just go to, like, 17 different non-rotted regions and just rot the hell out of them. And apparently there's, like, a bunch of other things as well that I didn't even consider were actually a thing. So, stuff like, the intensity of rot and shit like that. So yeah, we are going to go through a bunch of regions, figure out and then we're not figuring it out, but like we're gonna then go to a bunch. We're gonna use Aether Ridge as our main hub point. It is now fully succumbed to the rot, which is good because we need it to succumb. Get rid of the what? There were two. There were two pole plants. This is not a randomizer. This is not a randomizer. Why were there two pole plants like that? What's wrong with this game? All right. But yeah, I'm gonna intuit that Torrid Desert is not infected, or maybe actually we should probably infect the Badlands, because last time we ended up at Unfortunate Evolution. And I mean, like, I kind of knew that there was something I was missing in the Badlands. I just didn't know if it was a portal or anything like that. Just gotta make sure I'm not skirting. Here we go. By the way, like, while I was playing this game last stream, apparently they updated it, so certain behaviors have changed. So I think that this area is infected now with the rot. Unless I'm mistaken. Which I usually am. Boom, 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 Alright. I'm gonna look for food quickly before I rest up. Probably gonna be a lot of centipedes. There are actually a lot of centipedes in this area anyways, so we could probably eat some centipede. And then go eat in the shelter. And then see if Torrid Desert is infected, or if it's not, then in which cases we then basically just have to infect the, like, you know, if I infect the Torrid Desert, then that means it's one extra region we've turned to rot. Also, hold on, there's a slime right there. Oh, piss, man. Alright. Well, I like my centipedes, at least. But there's always a chance that they evolve into their worst counterparts. What? Oh! Alright. We got ourselves an extra egg bug egg as well. I'm gonna take it with me, because we're gonna shelter as a check to make sure that we aren't gonna need to infect this region at all. Plus we have access to, like, a bunch of other regions via this region. Or via, I don't know which one it is. Honestly, I used both interchangeably. Yeah. Two pole plants and an egg bug. That's what I like to see. Okay, Torrid Desert is already infected. This thing has connections to Badlands, Heat Ducts, and all that. We're gonna go to the surface, or maybe Desolate Tract, I don't know. All I know is that I'm going to be doing a lot of going everywhere. Seems like we need to infect as many of the regions as necessary, and then once we infect enough regions, we get the ending. Allegedly, I don't know. So, we should probably head straight for the surface. Because, like, if we head straight to 8th... Because, like, we don't need to go to 8th Ridge anymore. That much is clear. So it's 8th... So it's, the surface, or we could go from the surface to cold storage. Which actually would make sense for me to go to cold storage anyways, because, like, cold storage... Like, despite having some evidence of rot, you know, it's not the rot that... It's not the same, basically. Like, there is rot there, but, you kind of need to infect it a little more, from what I gather. So if you go to cold storage... Oh, this takes me to Heat Ducts, actually, so this is good. But before we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and get some food. Quickly. There are there are like 3 slime modes right there. 4 slime modes. You know what? Let's eat the slime. Despite being infected, though, the Torrid Desert doesn't seem to show much rot at all. It's very interesting. Maybe I just don't see it yet, but, like, there isn't enough rot in the Torrid Desert for me to assume that it's even infected at all with rot. Alright, let's go to this room. We're now going to infect this region. Give it a bit of an unfortunate development. Oh, blood, man! We're back in the outer ridge. Or outer rim. Oh, God. Now we have to make our way to the left again. I already mentioned this already, so I won't have to... I hope I don't have to explain why I hate this part of the process, but just let it be known that this part of the process gets really tedious really quickly. You know what? I think we bring back the Kayava bit. Or actually, no, we should replace Kayava with something much more, oh boy. What do we replace it with, guys? I'm gonna go through the Rain World OST. Extended. Yeah, let's do... Um... 1 hour as well, just so that way we don't... yeah. Not the coast. Bioengineering, that's only 14 minutes. My fucking god. Um... Oh god. Well, we are probably going to have to fall back to Kayava then. Fuck, man. I am gonna get sick of hearing Kayava, but you know what? This makes the trek much more bearable. Kayava. Hold on. Every time I do this, I have to restart as well, so cue the Kayava. Oh god. I learned that levitation does prevent you from getting grasped by this rot. So, if you get touched by the Protos, just levitate. God damn it, it's so windy. At least you're very slippery when you slide. It's like being a sea otter when you slide. Alright, well, this rock. I got plenty of time. Alright. Getting closer to the throne now. The landscape actually changes. We're probably just gonna skip out on talking with the Rot Prince this time around, because I don't think it's necessary at this point in the game. Like, seriously, we've talked to that guy so many bloody times. Blood! So we can then just simply use this teleport out of this region. Uh-oh. Oh boy, and I just realized that my alarm has gone off. We're taking off though. Alright. Even though if you know what, it takes like 6 minutes to get through that walk anyways, but it does feel much longer, probably because of the fact that this walk is, you know, that walk seems to always get longer and longer every single time by a room or two. That's like the main gripe I have with getting Descending. That walk across the expanse is tedious. I liked it the first time because it was nice, little bit of change of pace, and you know, it was quite relaxing and kind of cool to get that bit of world building and stuff. But now it's just like I've done this walk so many times. It's like hearing "Fly Me to the Moon" like 20 times over. Like it's a good song, but you hear it so many times and it gets tiresome. Alright, please. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Right, we're just gonna teleport back to Aether Ridge. Now we've infected that area a bit more. We're barely even affected by this at all, so... Let's go ahead and get to the shelter. We have plenty of time to get to shelter anyways. I think we should really rest up now, because we've done quite a lot of progress. Gone and made tons of progress, and we're not gonna lose it. Alright? And I better not end up with that corrupted save file bug that I ended up with back on that stream. God, I remember that so well. Atex didn't get infected? Are you shitting me? I did all that trek just for nothing? Hold on, maybe... Wait a minute. Is that listed in one of the regions that can't be rotted? Hold on. Heat ducts. Or, hold on, let's try... Wait, hold on. I know that this is called sentient rot. But, oh yeah, I have to look up the sentient rot spread. Stuff. The target room is already infected. If the checks succeed, number of sentient rot spreads in the safe file by 1. Let's see. Yikes. There's a lot of that we have to worry about, but let's see. Sentient rot. Regions with sentient rot resistance are Daemon, Shattered Terrace, Ancient Urban, and other sentient rot regions, which are Outer Rim, Unfortunate Evolution, Crumbling Bridges, Corrupted Factories, Decaying Tunnels, and Infested Wastes. So, we cannot go to Daemon for that, and we certainly cannot use those other regions. Yeah, okay, so that area just does not get so it seems like Heat Ducts isn't even affected right now. But it will eventually... Hopefully it does get infected. We do need to infect it successfully in order for us to get the ending. Currently, Aether Ridge is infected like crazy. Pass this guy by. It's strange, because, like, I don't know, like, there's a lot of visual storytelling, clearly, going on with this game. But, like, one thing I've always been interested by was the presence of those, what look to be purple void spawn, that the game calls Ripple Spawn. Anyways, the wind mechanics have been altered, so that way if you enter a portal area, you are resistant to the wind, which makes entering these portals a whole lot less painful. But yeah, this region is already infected, so we don't need to worry about infecting it anymore. Problem is, though, Heat Ducts is not infected at all. So, like, how many times do I need to enter Heat Ducts, then? Huh? Like, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like a mystery to me. There's always a lot of mystery in this game. But you know, like, the sentient rot is the mystery mechanic that I'm still trying to piece together. Like, Shattered Terrace and Ancient Urban being immune to it are pretty obvious, you know? Those are story regions above all else, but then, you know, Heat Ducts? I don't know. Oh god. Wow. Fuck me, dude. Just ripple spaced into a fucking centipede. Unlucky. I should probably make an animated intro for this as well, like... Oh! There's no wind and ripple space, thank God. Do I have to talk to the Rot Prince every single time I infect a... every time I want to infect a region? Because if that's going to be the case, then Christ, I'm going to get annoyed really quickly. If it is an integral step, then I'm going to be very annoyed having to do this step over and over. And we'll have to queue Kayafa 26 times over. Hmm. So, I guess I have to talk to the Rot Prince again. Cue Kayava. Holy moly, that was good, Randy. What the hell did I do there, though? That was not a slope. That was clearly a series of steps. Alright, let's talk to this Rot Prince fella again. Alright. At least levitation makes this part easier. I am gonna get sick of Kayava by the end of this series, but at the same time, it's such a bop anyways. I personally can't be mad having to hear Kayava 20 times. Obviously, I'm not going to even play licensed music in these streams because, that would be stupid and would lead to my streams getting muted, and I'd rather not deal with YouTube copyright as well, or even Twitch copyright. Fuck that. Oh god, that was good. Alright, I guess we climb then. Clamber on up and meet the Rot Prince again. Apparently he's called the Prince, according to the wiki, but I call him the Rot Prince because I think it's much more fitting of a name than just the Prince. He moves like an iterator as well, which is very interesting. Now that you think of it though, like, iterators are giant superstructures, essentially, and the puppet that you usually meet at the top is just a puppet. It's not the actual iterator itself, but just a segment of them. Kind of like how whenever you meet the Void Worm, they have a giant body, but, you know, when you actually get to interact with it, it's actually just the puppet-looking head. Not saying that those two are connected, but I think it's just fascinating to see those two things, you know? Must feel like actual mold in these rims. What is he even saying? Though? Alright. Doesn't really change much of the interaction, so I think in the future we'll stop using that cinematic scene unless, you know, anything significant changes. Which I highly doubt there will be any significant changes, but you know, what do I know? Alright, we're gonna deepen the outer rim. Oh god. Should also do this, just to make sure. But yeah, let's check to see if Heat Ducts is infected. If it's not infected after all this, which is likely, you know, it's very likely that it won't be infected at all. No, it's still not infected. So how do we infect these regions? Let's see. Sentient rot is capable of spreading between throughout regions of recycles. Vanilla regions prior to the person. So certain region groupings are relevant for sentient rot to spread. So regions with sentient rot resistance are Daemon, Cheddar Terrace, Ancient Urban. Yeah. So it seems like Heat Ducts does have a bit of sentient rot resistance. Unfortunate, but you know what? I can't be too mad about that. So then... okay, let's use Indie Fact quickly. Because the rock consumes and the throne part. Let's see, the yes heading a lot more. Raw part infests every region except Shattered Terrace, Ancient Urban, and Daemon. Must be connected by a rift to either a sentient rot region 4 vanilla rot hell regions, unfortunate evolution outer rim, or to an infected room in a different region. You can create these connections, or the rot can spread on its own through pre-existing connections. Recycle, there's a 35% chance for an infected room to become more infected, and a 25% chance for it to spread through each type connection. Rot can travel either through gates created by the Watcher or through pre-existing gates. Efficient method. Take a karma from the throne and enter your rotted region. Go to a room with no rift that is infested with rot, and use your warp point to warp to a new region. Shelter in the new region to lock in the rot, then go back to the throne by going backwards along your path for a new karma flower and repeat. Yada yada. Yeah, spreading it is bullshit grindy. Like, absolutely grindy, and this is actually my least favorite part of getting the ending. Oh. Really? Really, Randy? That's how you go out? In the rot itself? I've done so many successful cycles trying to get the heat ducts infected, and it's not infecting, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong, or if it's just resistant to the rot. But whatever, let's get our karma flower in this room. Because I'm gonna go ahead and actually, instead, create a warp point to a random region. We're gonna use the karma flower to warp to a non-infected region. At least I hope it's non-infected. Unless it's fucking heat ducts again, I guess. We're back in the heat ducts. Where in the hell am I, though? Can this map bloody load for a brief moment, please? This game really wants me to try to infect this area, but I have no clue what I'm doing wrong. I guess you need to... Oh... Okay. I have no earthly clue where I am in these regions. I guess you need to sleep in these regions, and then eventually they have a 35% chance of having the rot spread to them. So I assume last stream I just got really lucky, or maybe 2 streams, I don't know. Like, I seem to have gotten really lucky in the past getting the rot to spread, but I hope that this time around, by sleeping in the heat ducts, I then spread the rot. And here we go. The rot is spreading. Okay, so let's repeat that trick then, where we go to a non-infected region, we sleep there. Would you look at that? There we go. Okay, so yeah, okay, we don't even need to do the Outer Rim trek every single time. If we find a Karma Flower, we can teleport ourselves to a non-infected region. That was a close one. I almost got shocked by a centipede. What? Well, okay, that was just me being dumb. Maybe I'm the stupid idiot in this game. Oh! Well, can't say I wasn't warned that that would go poorly. Uh-oh. Wow, pleasant surprise. I'm just dying a lot, it seems. I don't know. What I could do is just keep warping back to the outer rim, but I'm not doing that because that is ridiculously tedious. No thank you. I've been through enough. I don't need to go through more of this goddamn outer rim nonsense. Uh-oh. A lot of bloody centipedes. Alright. There we go. We're an hour in and we finally infected the heat duct. This is not what I was hoping for, buddy. What? No, that's not what I was trying to do. Well, whatever. Fetid Glen is already fucking infected as shit, so I don't know, man. Hmm. We have formed a warp point there, but we also have a warp point very far to the left. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I see that, Dropwig. Can't fuck with me. I hear the pained cries of infected lizards. I don't like that sound effect. It's very terrifying to me. I don't know why, but like, the very concept of an infected, rot lizard is much more terrifying to me than anything else that this game threw at me. Because imagine your body being consumed from the inside, and then suddenly you can barely even control your own self. That lack of control would probably paralyze me more. Okay, now we need to go to a region that isn't infected. And then we need to sleep in the non-infected region. That was a close one. Uh oh. Uh oh. Close call, to be honest. That spider would have killed me very quickly if it wanted to. Oh boy. That just happened. Oh god! God damn it. Oh my god. I got jump scared. Oh. Okay, hold on. Get me out of this hell. Quick. No. man. Why is it sometimes... Why do I get sometimes stunned? Like, that doesn't seem normal. Oh. What? I just sort of died. Can someone explain what happened there? Because, like, that was weird. I just sort of died at random. It felt. I don't know. Hey, guys. What's going on? Uh-oh. Hmm. All right. Hmm. Yeah, sorry if I'm not commentating that much, but like, at a certain point, I just become so hyper focused on the game that it becomes hard to really commentate on anything. Alright. Where are we right now? Salination. Actually, we can infect salination very quickly. Should I be able to get past these goddamn barnacles? Hey there, Eleni. How are you doing? Are you doing good? Are you doing well? Synonyms for good, antonyms for bad. Jesus Christ, I'm getting bullied. Happy Wednesday to you too, Eleni. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. That's good to hear. How about you? I'm doing fine. We're still trying to get the other ending, by the way. Alright, hope the day went well. I mean, it literally only just started, so it's kind of hard for me to say. Too early to tell. Oh, God. Alright, so now we've infected salination. Was doing something, so a bit late to catch you. Yeah, it's understandable. Alright. Alright, let's see if this is infected. We do need to sleep here more, it seems. I don't know. No, wait, that was a one-way path. I don't know. I think we need to sleep more in this region. Or, alternatively, we could do the classic move, which is boot up Kayava. Boot up Kayava. Actually, no, we're gonna replace Kayava with something else. Let's put up bioengineering for a bit. What the fuck? Okay, yeah, nope, that's not it. I was not expecting that. That is not what I was expecting. Alright, I have an idea. We look up... just look up extended. You tired? No, I'm not tired at all. Yet. That's a massive yet, though. I am getting warm, though, because I turned off the air conditioning quickly. Because it was getting cold, but now it's getting too hot too quickly. So we're going to turn the air AC back on. Just so I can stop being this warm. Fucking hate the heat here, honestly. What do we put on, then? There's not enough songs that last at least an hour. So we're just gonna go back to Kayava. 3, 2, 1. How's Natasha? Haven't been here for a while. Believe her, I mean, there's some very personal stuff going on with her life, so I recommend, you know, and she's also working on something as well. Yeah, if I don't commentate that much in these sections, it's because, like, there really isn't anything I can commentate on. This is mostly just what it is. Put on that. Come on, put it on, bunny. trying my best to make this more efficient, but like, Jesus Christ, there's barely any way I can make it more efficient without rocks. Alright. Oh boy, that was awful. There we go. That's what I was trying to do, a backwards throw slide. If you've seen me do this a handful of times, you're wondering what that is meant to do. It's meant to increase the length of my slide. Like, really substantially, because this is the length of the slide normally. And this is what the slide looks like normally. Like, it didn't build up a whole lot of momentum, but you know, that's generally what it's supposed to look like. Meanwhile, with backwards throws like that, my slide can be extended by, like, I don't know how much, but like, by quite a massive number, so it makes sliding through these landscapes so much faster. Plus, these landscapes are actually sloped, so I can actually have a much longer slide happen in these regions. In case we talk to the Raw Prince, we then go out of our way to infect more regions. Hopefully we infect so many regions, so that way I can actually get this done much faster. Because I like this game a lot, but I don't like doing this part of getting the ending. I hope it doesn't take too many streams to do anyways, because I need to free up my hard drive space. Three, 2, 1. Here's what I'm gonna do. I bumped into a wall. I'm very shit at this. Hold on. There we go. I don't know how I did it last time, but it was really awesome. And I did it. Alright. Before anyone says it, yes, I know I'm using speedrun tech. You know what? Screw it. I'll use speedrun tech if I need to, because like this part is actually the longest part. This is the rot region stuff, by the way. Hey there, AIM. How are you doing? Are you doing good? Are you doing well? Synonyms for good, antonyms for bad. I hope you're having a fantastic day. We're climbing up the throne again. I'm listening to Kayafa in the process. But I had to end the Kayafa there quickly because now we're on the part of the stream that's pretty much just the standard part of it. Doing good? That's great to hear. Oh god, yep. My headphones sort of fell off a little. I need to get better headphones eventually. You don't have to end it. I mean, I kind of have to. For this moment. Low latency today. What does that mean? Is that good or is that bad? I'm very bad with computer speak again. Low is good. That's good, then. I'm happy, then. For you, of course. I fucking hate this part, though. This is actually the one part I don't like doing, but I have to do it in order to get the ending. Because for some reason, you have to do this 17 times. Though in my case, it's probably even more than 17 times, because I can't figure out how I'm gonna have to... Fuck, man! That was a close one. I almost got completely fucked. In my case, it's definitely more than 17 times, because I have no idea why salination isn't rotting. I think it's just a 35% chance every time you... Well, okay, it's not a case of I think. It's just a case of I looked it up, and yeah, it's a 35% chance that every region that you enter that's right next to a rotted region will in fact get infected. Problem is, that only applies for regions that are not resistant to the rot. Regions that are resistant to the rot are Shattered Terrace, Ancient Urban, and pretty much all of the rotted regions anyways, so... yeah. Basically, I have to constantly make this trek all the time. I did manage to infect heat ducts at least, so that was at least something, but it took me an hour to figure it out. If it takes me an hour each time to actually rot each region, then it's probably going to take me 17 total hours to actually rot all the regions. But one of the regions was already rotted anyways when I was playing the game, and that region was Coral Caves. Is it a shame? Like, it's a shame. I really liked Coral Caves, to be honest. But, you know what? If it's for the ending, and we're getting the second ending anyways. Ah, fuck. The good news is we have 4 warp points. Oh my god. But yeah, that's really the only part I know about getting the secondary ending, which involves 17 rotted regions. Almost as much as 18 amber beads among burning skies. Which, by the way, is an Echo name. I swear to God the Echoes have been given such weird names in this game. Like, the Echo that we encounter in The Watcher is named Spinning Top, which makes sense. She's a child, and she has a toy that's literally a spinning top. And yeah, I figured and if you want to know if I'm being weird, no, that's not me being weird. I just think that she's a child because of her name. Yeah, thanks, Broad Prince. Ah, May, okay, that was not expected. You had extra dialogue this time around. Now I've expanded your kingdom so much. Oh, come on, man. That's not what I was intending to do. I was intending to do a backwards throw. So something like this. You know, extend my slide. At least I got some fun interactions with the Rod Prince last time, but, this time around, he's just telling us that his kingdom is expanding. I guess the rot really does consume. I just hope... I'm just gonna shelter here, actually, so that way I don't die and then lose all of that progress that I've made across the Outer Rim. Because, Jesus Christ, making that walk across the Outer Rim every single time. Like, 17 times. In my case, it's probably going to be 20,000 times. That's me being sarcastic, but it is likely. But yeah, I've been thinking about... You know, I've been... Other than that, though, I've been thinking about other games I'm going to be streaming on this channel. At least other games I'll be streaming in general, like, some of them are games that I've already played in my free time, but want to play on the channel for whatever reason I feel like. Anyways, let's see. Has Salination been infected? Please infect it. Please infect. Where the hell is Salination at? Torrential Damon. No. 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 Where the fuck is Salination at, huh? Hey. No, that's not Salination. That is not Salination. That is certainly not Salination. That is definitely not Salination. Where the fuck is Salination? There it is. It's still not infected. Stream repost sometimes. I'm gonna do some no evidence for event points, I guess. Yeah, okay. Good luck on that. Yeah, so if you're... Yeah, because, like, there's that Easter event going on in Phasmophobia. To remember that, you know? Looks like we have to create custom warp points in order to actually get through it. You know, eventually, like, you know, if I get enough people on these streams, I would like to stream Cult of the Lamb with, the Twitch integration, because, you know, that'll be really fun, you know? Cult of the Lamb with Twitch integration would be kind of a fun activity. Oh god, it's turned purple in here. Like, it's turned seriously purple. We even have rot white lizards. Those things are painful. See that little tumor on the back of it? That is rot. But yeah, these rot lizards won't see me. I won't see them, but they can't interact with me anyways, so it's not like it changes anything. Oh god, that rift is formed. Oh god. Who the hell is this? Hold on, pending. Who the hell's this guy? God, that sounds awful. I don't know this guy. I'm gonna ignore it. There's not much time to do the event anyway, so we're gonna have to grind points for that trophy, of course. Also, I might stream Repo someday, but that would require friends. I know that there's a single player mode, but still. I prefer to do it with friends for obvious reasons. Besides, there are 3 trophy upgrades, and that would require like a shit ton of grinding. Alright, let's hope that we teleport ourselves to a non-rotted region, so that way I could actually create havoc. Huh? Hmm. Alright, we used our warp. We're halfway through Trophy 2? Okay. How much time left for the Easter event now, to think of it? Oh, hey. We ended up in, Turbulent Pumps. This is actually a region we need to infect. So, let's infect it then. Before you ask if infecting is good, no. It's instead just an ending requirement. God damn it. God damn it. Hey, there are snails here at least, so hold on. I have a really sneaky idea. Yeah, basically, I mentioned this a while ago, but these barnacles are weak to snails now. Snails now destroy their shells entirely. So ultimately, the best plan I have, toss a snail and destroy that shell. And then eat. We eating well tonight, fellas. We ate some fucking crab. It's complete luck on where you end up, by the way, if you want to know. I have no way of knowing where I'll end up whenever I teleport, so I have to guess. Or not guess, but like I have to hope that where I end up is a non-infected region. So that way I can infect it by just sleeping in the region. This place doesn't really have that many threats. Mostly just salamanders, barnacle, crabs, and snails. There are leeches, but like, if you just play your invincibility card very well, you're pretty much safe. Alright. Alright. Alright, then, let's see. Check to see if Turbulent Pump has been infected, and if it's been infected, we can then spread the rot even further by creating a portal to hell. Yep, it's been infected officially. So now we need to create portals. How many regions have we infected? Let's see. Let's see. We need to infect a couple of ones. So we're gonna create a TXT file as a checklist. So in total, we have infected Turbulent Pump, Heat Ducts, Fetid Glen, Torrid Desert, that's 4. Aether Ridge as well, by the way. Coral Caves, which, I mean, I really should have wrote that down. Rusted Wrecks. God, this... I don't know if I actually mentioned this, but this map screen kind of reminds me of the... menus in Metroid Prime 2. If you haven't played Metroid Prime 2, by the way, I just can't recommend it enough. Like, it's very confusing, sure, but, like, it's genuinely fantastic. It's a perfect sequel, in my opinion. It's much darker than Metroid Prime 1 as well, and I'm surprised Nintendo didn't even bother to remaster it. Like, that would have been, like, you know, a genius move. But, hey, you can't get everything. I guess. Okay, so far, I mean, we're not counting Outer Rim or Unfortunate Evolution, since those are already routed regions. So in total, let's see. Turbulent Pump, Heat Ducts, Fetid Glen, Torrid Desert, Aether Ridge, Coral Caves, Rusted Wrecks, and Torrential Railways. That's 8 regions. Am I missing any? Let's see. It doesn't seem like we're missing any rotted regions. So yeah, we have rotted a total of... I'm going to actually create another line saying total rot spread is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. And how many did it say it needed to get the ending? It said... God, it's a... Yeah, I have to, like, remember that these are stub articles. I'm using the wiki, by the way, because, like, there's no way in hell that this is gonna be... 17, so we are 9 away. So, alright, we need to create a portal to another region. But yeah, realistically speaking, I should probably say this, but realistically speaking, I probably won't reach level 3 trophy level for Phasmophobia, his Easter event, realistically speaking. Because, like, that's a lot of Phasmophobia games you need to play in the maps. And Jesus Christ, like, it takes, like, at least 4 successful runs to actually get 100 points. And I don't even remember how many exactly you need, but, you know, it's a lot. Alright, let's hope we don't end up in a rotted region. Oh, don't tell me. We're back in the Fetid Glen! Back in the Fetid Glen again! We need to get another Karma Flower. We're not going through the ripple, by the way. Because, that's not our plan. I really should grab another spear. Yeah, you know what? Let's grab another spear. 'Cause I want to fight this guy. Oh. Those noises, by the way, are the goddamn barnacle crabs. They make such weird noises. I think it's fun. But, you know, at the same time. Oh, God. Okay. Toss it! I just need to find rooms with karma flowers. Oh, God. We're trying to avoid going back to Fetid Glen. But I certainly don't want to go to the fucking Outer Rim. I hate going to Outer Rim, but I guess that we have to do it for this specific moment. Oh, God. Oh, we're not in the Outer Rim. We're in the corrupted factories. What the fuck, man? Wait, is this industrial? Is this industrial complex? Last time we were taken to the infected outskirts. Yeah, this is industrial complex. Hi, dude. What are you up to? I'd like to get out of this place, but Jesus Christ. That lizard was suffering the most from the rot. Holy shit. Oh god. Oh boy, I hate this so much. That's terrifying to think about, sure, but like, Jesus Christ. There's nothing left to this place. I like the icon for the rot lizards, at least. It's really cool. Hey, look at these things. These are massive. Oh. Yeah, no thank you, sir. god. This place is dead. Like, seriously, it's so dead. And destroyed. Oh god. Yeah, no thank you. There's a portal out of here, but I need to find it. At least a way to the portal. Oh! Yeah, no thank you. No thank you. I'm very much not going that way. Thank you very much. It might be a good idea to rest in the shelter. So that way I don't lose all my progress. But Jesus Christ, what happened to this place? This is even worse than an unfortunate evolution. These are, yeah. Let's get out of here, Scooby-Doo. Let's get out of here. Oh, there's the portal out of here. Wait, I want to check something, though, before I go. But only if it's possible to get past this rot. The way to the gate is still there, but now it's this. Hmm. It just seems like it's a random chance of ending up in a rotted region like this, where you get to see just how bad the world has fallen. Which I'm not gonna lie, really cool. I actually like these very much because, like, they give you a bit more of world building. Like, it's just a case of, wow, this world has gone to shit, sure, but like, but you know, it gives you a feeling of just how badly things have become. Like, just how bad things have become, you know? And here we go. Up and back to the fucking back to the fucking rim again. Jesus Christ. Wait, that's that's not what I was expecting. What the hell? I was expecting it to teleport me back to the outer rim. And I was gonna prepare Kayava for that again. It's never here. In the cold storage. Huh. I'm not gonna complain though. I much preferred that outcome. If I'm being honest. I much prefer this one. Because, like, you know, at least with cold storage, you know, all we have to do is just teleport to another region. And if we've infected cold storage, then that's good. It means we have made one more progress to it. Would you look at that? There we go. Total rot spread is 9. We have infected cold storage. So now next is to infect the Badlands. Which is going to be interesting, because we have to be very... I don't know, like, how to put it, but we have to be very precise with how we spread the rot. Badlands did border Unfortunate Evolution, but Unfortunate Evolution does not infect the Badlands because it's a one-way portal. We go to Shrouded Coast, and the surface, and also Badlands, Shattered Terrace, Ancient Urban is not one of them, unfortunately, so we're not going to do Ancient Urban. Daemon can't be infected. Sunlit Port can be infected. Desolate Tract can be infected. Salination, we have to infect that, so that means we need to be very super lucky. Along with Signal Spires, we need to infect that. Veritas also needs to be infected. Badlands needs to be infected. Surface, still... Okay, yeah, so... we have 8 more regions to infect. And yeah, that's gonna be... Sorry for no replies, I was eating breakfast. Hey, it's no biggie. We are actually about to end stream today. So yeah. I really don't know what else to say, honestly, at this point. I am going to continue this tomorrow. Hopefully we can make some serious progress to the ending. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you all for watching. See you all tomorrow. Bye!